What does more mean to you? Is it tracking your favorite sports teams? Or maybe it's watching your favorite music videos online. Why not get it all? More happens on Bermuda's only 4G network. Get more from your wireless company. Sal One, the power of more.
Hello and welcome to NewsBite, the Bermuda Sun's weekly news wrap-up for Friday, July 6th, brought to you in association with Sal One. I'm Michaela Pearman. Our top stories. At last check, police were still looking for that prison farm inmate who suddenly disappeared. Shane Todd was supposed to go back to the prison farm after his work release, but he didn't show up. Our Raymond Haney was the first to report this story in the Sun. The prison commissioner describes Todd as a low-risk prisoner. However, we know he's been involved in a sex assault crime before, not to mention a home robbery. Police are asking the public to help find Shane Todd. He's brown-skinned, about 5'8", and 150 pounds. Customs has a new crime-fighting tool, and we're the only ones with the pictures. A new supersized X-ray scanner is now installed at the Hamilton docks. You're seeing it for the first time. It's a multi-million-dollar machine, basically a larger version of the one that scans bags at the airport. This new device is supposed to make all of us safer. The customs boss says it's a 90% improvement over the previous border protection. They hope to have the new machine up and running by cut match. If you hit the shoreline over cut match, you might end up at Southlands in the near future since it's becoming a public park. Well, we went to have a look and were surprised at what we found. Stunning video. The coast is literally crumbling away. The experts say the erosion is natural, brought on by the weather. Stuart Hayward tells our Simon Jones they'll have to put up some warning signs to keep everyone safe once Southlands becomes a public park. Workers at Tuckers Point lost a colleague last weekend, and the tributes are still coming in. There's a makeshift memorial at the spot where Christoph Nagel was the victim of a fatal crash. People at Tuckers Point describe the German national as kind, popular with guests and co-workers. Christoph Nagel was 33. 89-year-old Johnny Barnes collapsed this week while at his post on East Broadway. That sent a panic across the country via social media. An ambulance rushed to his aid. Fortunately, Mr. Barnes was okay. We caught up with him later at his home. As you can see, he's in good spirits. He tells us a bad knee was to blame for the spill, nothing more. Johnny Barnes was back waving at his post the next day. Former reserve cop Paul Borman, convicted for downloading child porn, is going to jail for 12 months. Some think that sentence is not enough. Facebook blew up with angry commenters. Children's rights advocate Sheila Cooper doubts the sentence is long enough to get Borman the treatment he needs before rejoining the community. Also in court, these three, Ezra Ararat, Ezra Williams, and Zarin Simmons, allegedly attacked and robbed a couple as they sat in their car. The trio is currently on trial. Judge Carlisle Graves called this man the worst burglar in Bermuda. He told Winslow Scaly Williams he should take up fishing instead. And two sisters who robbed their granny of more than $500,000 were jailed for 15 months. In sports, pro wrestler John Layfield took the Bermuda flag to new heights on a Russian mountain. He was raising money for the Beyond Rugby School program. Layfield climbed to 17,000 feet on Mount Elbrus, but didn't make it all the way.
Possibly the most disappointing day of my entire life. Just beyond comprehension. I can't do anything but the weather, and that's what's forcing us out. That just really sucks.
Layfield's next challenge for Rugby Bermuda is Mount Kilimanjaro. There's plenty on for fashionistas this weekend, as the city of Hamilton wraps up their fashion week with the Evolution show on Saturday night. 150 local models will strut the runway in front of City Hall. Then on Sunday, we'll find out who will be the next Miss Bermuda. 8 ladies are vying for the crown. They posed in their swimsuits this week as part of the Miss Photogenic competition. Check bermudasun.bm over the weekend for breaking news on the winner. The weather this weekend is expected to be sunny with highs in the mid-80s. Here's more video from Harbor Night's 4th of July celebrations on Wednesday. Look out for the Bermuda Sun's Dawn Burgess in his sexy gold heels. He raised more money for charity than any of the other heel-wearing volunteers. Well done, Dawn. That's all for this week. Catch me on Channel 82 over the weekend. For these stories and so much more, visit bermudasun.bn. NewsBite was brought to you in association with Cell One. I'm Michaela Pearman. See you next Friday.
What does more mean to you? Is it tracking your favorite sports teams? Or maybe it's watching your favorite music videos online. Why not get it all? More happens on Bermuda's only 4G network. Get more from your wireless company. Cell One, the power of more.